Insomnia here, back with some more AFK Arena. Today we're looking at Team Wilder. Just like we always do at the start of the videos, we're going to go ahead and do some summons. Hopefully we can finish out Chapter 13 today. That's going to be the goal, because once we finish out 13 and actually push into 14, we have the ability to upgrade our items, which and there we get an elite right off the bat, who is Pharrell. Not too bad. Not going to be much help in this team, but we do get a card, so we are guaranteed our Wilder hero here. So hopefully we pull someone good. Still need quite a bit more fodder for the team, which an Iran, that is very, very solid. He is one of the first heroes that we got up on the team to mythic level. His signature item is getting pretty high, and another elite from a companion summon, which is Brutus, another copy of Brutus. We've gotten quite a few of him lately, but it looks like no help for the team there. So that will sum it up for the summons, which was nice and short and sweet. So we'll go ahead and do our auto ascends, which we have another copy of Arden. Not sure we're going to have enough to get anybody up. We've gotten, as you can see, a lot of copies of Arden, but we have a couple copies there, so not enough to really do anything yet. But getting another copy of Iran was really solid, because once we get him up, we'll be able to actually get him to Ascended, which is our goal. So right now the Wilder team is comprised of Iran, which I've been getting their Mythic gear. Haven't gotten any Mythic Plus yet, not far enough. But we do have 17. He's plus 17 on his Elemental Blades, which is super strong. I'm waiting to get him a better weapon. Leica, I almost have her ability to 10. I believe I do need 50 more. And that's one thing that I love about this team is using the signature items. I'm focusing all the signature items on the first one that I got up, which was Iran, and then the second one is Leica. So once Iran hits a level 20, all of the emblems, all of the gold emblems will go to Leica, and all of the lower emblems will go to whoever hits the mythic level next. So the ability to carry the team is definitely there. We're on 13-40, so I want to try to finish this one out and do a couple more summons. Very strong team here, because we don't have the ability to kind of take out Brutus. But I'm thinking if Gorvo can hold on to Brutus, that's what I'm hoping, because once his immunity shield goes in, we don't want Leica to just sit there and pound arrows into him when he's immune. Doesn't really help very much, but I think we'll be able to get this one down. Last time we tried, I don't think we had Leica to Mythic, and I'm not sure how far we had her signature item. But we got that one down, so that will complete out that chapter. So let's move into 14, which the other two teams moved to 15. The Graveborn is still in 13. So we are getting there, and I believe up here is the Mauler team, which is right. I believe they did finish that stage because we moved into 15. But like I was saying, completing that will give us the ability to get our enchanter items. So once you pass 13-40, you can go ahead and enchant the items. And we did get a lot of the Dura's Call, which was from, I think, one of the Voyage of Wonders, one of the red chests from Voyage of Wonders from quite a while ago. So got the item up a little bit. Got some of the haste effect up, got some magic resist up there. So next level is the big one you want to focus on. Getting 14 energy per second or 16 energy per second, which is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and continue to push through the campaign here. And I'll drop him in the back. We are putting Namora up front. And Namora is a really solid tank. It seems like he's got some pretty good defense up front, but most of it does come right back to Iran. And the other reason to kind of have Namora up front tanking is the ability for energy regen. So when she's taking damage, she regenerates a lot of energy. And Lorson does have a tendency, because she is taking damage, to go ahead and shield her, like he does right there. So she gets more than enough energy to heal the team, which again gives it a shield. And then Lorson gives them another shield. So very, very nice with the team comp. And that's why I love the Wilder team. And Iran does so much damage. Pulled in 3 targets, almost killed 3 targets. And then the Tornado, which is a super solid ice freezing CC. I think maybe getting even Arden up a little bit on this, or going with Almas. That way we have the root effect in here. would be a pretty nice addition to the team. And I figured that Lorzen would go down with Sylvanek coming right over, and Isabella does a lot of damage from the other side. But easily to take down. All right, continuing the progression brings us to, I believe, 14-3. Hopefully we can get a few boss battles down in this as well, just for the simple fact I do want to get some more gems. And once I complete this one, we'll actually unlock the tower, the faction tower, which 2 of the teams already unlocked the faction tower. Great way to get a lot of extra loot, a lot of extra gems. And overall, just, I can't stress enough, pushing the tower, buying the hero essence in the shop and pushing the tower just makes a huge difference when it comes to endgame and when it comes to progression. A lot of people have said that they're stuck. Even to kind of get unstuck, if you have a lot of excess gold, which I know later in the game you don't really have, but looking at upgrading some of your gear or even just waiting around to get some more AFK gear is definitely beneficial. So here it's kind of a good combination. I think the one that I'm probably going to swap out of this team might be Lorzen, just because after his rework, he's really not as strong as he was. So maybe going with a Kaz or even going with an Almas, because I know Iran tanks, but when it comes to the amount of damage he puts out, he is kind of a damage versus a tank, and his CC is super strong. So if I had an additional CC in here that could really hold that front line, because he does also have a tendency to die pretty easy. Which, as you've seen there, Leica and Iran go down pretty easy. So hopefully we can get this, which we should be able to. That was very, very close. Thought K-Sauce was going to take us down and take it out, but we go ahead and take out that boss battle. And I believe for finishing the chapter, we're going to get some faction scrolls and quite a few diamonds. So we should be able to do at least 2 more summons, which would be nice to pick up a couple more emblems. Trying to get Leica's up to the +10, unlocking the level 10 signature item. So 4-10, we're getting into all the Ascended heroes. I believe this is the only team that has 2 Mythic Plus heroes. With getting on the Lightbearer account, with getting Belinda up to Ascended, we didn't get anyone else up to Mythic. So that team's just sitting with the 1 Ascended. And I only need 1 more copy of Iran, so if we do pull a copy, that'll be awesome. And then 1 fodder, and we will be able to get Iran to Ascended. So not only getting him up to Mythic Plus, we'll have enough copies of him sitting there waiting for Ascended. And I believe the same with Leica. I think we're missing 1, and Namora, I think we already have 2 Elite Plus. So if we can get her up to Mythic, Mythic Plus, we already have double copies of her to get her to Ascended. So this team is really just waiting for fodder. And Lorzen, like I said, with his kind of fix or nerf or buff or whatever you want to call it, his skill adjustment, he still has a lot of utility with the inner eye ability. He does have a massive AoE damage, and then also providing the shield. As you see there where Gorvo takes some damage right there, he does cast a shield over them. But I'm not sure how much of a double kill it is with him doing a shield and Namora doing a shield with her healing as well. I think adding in Almas instead of Gorvo with the rework and getting his rooting ability, so adding actually a second CC that's going to kind of complement Iran might be beneficial. And that way I can actually drop Namora back to the back line if that's what we need. And I know Kaz on the Wilder team is very strong as well, but running Kaz with Iran, with Leica, with carrying actually 3 agility base heroes, they have a tendency to be reliant on dodge, and there's some that kill them pretty quick. Like I've noticed with Brutus's Whirlwind, there's really no counter for that. He has a tendency to kill them really quick, to kill actually a majority of the team very, very quick. But Lorzen goes down again. But we are almost already halfway through 14-17, almost halfway through chapter 14 already. Which I've also heard the Cirrus Namora combo since his rework, and Namora's rework in 1.3 has just made their team unstoppable. So it'll be interesting to see who else we got on the Wilder team and who the team will ultimately be comprised of when we get them up to Ascended. I love Namora's not only her heal ability, which does the shield, which is very strong, but her charm ability. She'll charm a hero when there's only one person there, and they literally, I've seen Shmira do it, I've seen Savius do it, some of the strongest heroes in the game just sit there and just stand there charmed, which is pretty funny to see. And Kaisos turns into a little ice cube right there with the CC. And Savius kills Namora out pretty quick, but she gets off her heal at the very last second. And Golas again goes to an ice cube. Kaisos comes down and gets slowed. And just the effects of the CC, the slow and the ice cube are just so strong together. 14-21, so now we're halfway through the campaign. Which if we could finish out this chapter, that would be just absolutely phenomenal to unlock the towers with 3 of the 4 teams. Still a little concerned with the Graveborn team. Haven't seen much momentum from them. Again, lacking the support class. They don't have any healers. They don't have much CC. But Pharrell is trying to carry the team with his energy nerf ability, which does really, really, really well when it comes to endgame. So moving right through 14-23 and taking out big targets there like Shmira right on the other side. Just makes the chapter cleanup so much easier. And Leica finishes it off with the kill. 14-24. And I love the pull in here trying to take out Veden. Because if you've noticed, him with a bat form is very, very difficult to deal with. But again, his CC just turns them all to ice cubes there. So very nice. And that's what really makes Iran so strong. Not only does he do quite a bit of damage, is the slow ability factored with the CC ability. And again, Golas just turns to an ice cube there. They take down the final target. So looking at his damage, almost every single battle, even with him and Leica being the same, I know his signature item's quite a bit higher, but I mean, he's doing almost 3 times the damage that the rest of the team is, just because of the AoE strike attacks when he draws everybody in. So if you see, he pulls them in, he does a slow, then he does a knockback, and then he usually at that point almost has enough energy to go ahead and use his ult. With hitting 3 targets, his energy goes up very, very fast. Again, in this one, doing almost the same, doubling up like his damage there. 14-27, and this is where the problem comes in. When you're pulling in a target like Brutus, even though you're slowing him when the Whirlwind comes up, if you don't have the heal combo when the Whirlwind comes out, and there he takes out Gorvo, but as soon as his shield drops, we can usually take him out, which we do. He has a tendency to hit Leica and Iran and Gorvo and Namora right in the front. And then Savius here, she charmed Savius, and Savius just took out the rest of the team. Such a solid DPS hero. But we get Vork down there. I think Lyco take out Savius, maybe with 1 or 2 more arrows. Quesos comes to the back. Hopefully we live through this immunity shield, which we do. Quesos is taking out the team, but we can slow him and hopefully draw him back in, and we got it. All right. So another boss battle down, 14-29. The Grezel combo. Grezel, Chimera, Vork, and Golas. And the tornado goes right around. It seems like sometimes it's almost like he controls it. If there's a hero up top, usually it goes to the top. And that was a solid, 658k. And the slow stun combo, I think he just needs one or two more heroes to complement him. And if you see there, Lorzen actually combines two heroes together. So he does a frontline hero and a backline hero. They get the little link. So as he's doing a ton of damage to the frontline hero, the link is making the backline hero take damage as well. So as you can see right there with Isabella, we take her all the way almost to dead, which we do take her out right there because she's linked to a frontline hero that's taking a lot of damage here. And even though we charmed Grezel, we went ahead and killed him. 14-32, so we only got 8 more stages of this. And again, Brutus, always very cautious about bringing him in. And that's usually what he does. He took out Namora, took out Gorvo. Hopefully we can get a CC off on him. Because this is going to be close unless we can get Quesos down a little bit. But there you go. And that's where the shields come in. Lorzen's shield on Leica and Iran kept them from taking any more additional damage and able to finish out the campaign stage. And when you're bringing in some heroes, like right there on the Savius Golas push and the Veden, hopefully we can stun him, which we do. We get both of them down. And a very easy stage. It is kind of RNG with his tornadoes. Not only how they move, but the ability to stun. It's not guaranteed to stun. But we get a couple slows there, and I believe we get Grezel down. Isabella goes down. I think Veden will go down in a second if he doesn't go bat for him, which unfortunately he does. But we should still have this pretty easy. Another stage, 771k. Leica doing significantly more damage there. I think that has to do in part with the survivability of the target, so if they're lasting a little bit longer. And again, Namora and Gorvo both go down. We should be able to take out... Ooh, Leica did a lot of damage there. The enemy Leica, not mine. All right, so 14-36, got 4 more stages. And Savius just took her down so fast. And Gorvo doesn't seem to have very high survivability either. Oh, but that was devastating to the team. Hopefully we can take him out. It's Vork versus Leica. Let's see who we got. Oh, Vork took her out. All right, guys, so that will conclude at 14-36. So we almost pushed through the entire chapter. They're only 4 stages away from unlocking the tower. So next time we'll go ahead and unlock the tower, but we do get a free copy of Leica, which is super exciting. Significant amount of gems there. We pushed through quite a few stages. So let's see, I think we do have some soul stones here too, which we'll go ahead and use both of our soul stones. Oh, very, very solid for a light bearer team, but does not help with the Wilder team. But Ira does, so we pick up 1 more there. So we'll go ahead and we'll knock out our faction summon here. So we'll pick up some more emblems as well. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 elite here, which 2 rare Ogies right off the bat will pretty good. 3 rare, 4 rare Ogies. So we'll be able to get him up as well. And we'll do 1 more regular summon here, which again, hoping that we get an elite and a couple more Wilders, which not a 1 there, but we do get our 20 primordial emblems, which is awesome. I think we're still 30 short at this point, but I don't think we have enough, nope, to get anything right there. So we'll go ahead and auto ascend, which we get a double copy of Ogi, pulled quite a few copies of him. I'm not sure that wants to make an elite Ogi, so let's see how it looks. Because it's good to make an elite, but if the elite's just going to sit here, and this is where you have to really look at the smart ascend. So if I make an elite Ogi out of my rare cards here, and the next rare cards, let's say next I pull 5 rare Ardens, I'm not going to have enough to do another Ogi. Because I don't have any Ogi. That's why I kind of save them. Because even if I pull a couple of Ira, which I do have 2 copies, so theoretically I could if I had more rare fodder, but making sure that you have enough to get the heroes up before you're doing the smart ascend, because I don't want one elite copy of Ogi sitting there when I don't have enough to make another elite copy, because essentially he will just be sitting there. So at this point, we'll go ahead and call it for the Wilder team. Went through 14-36, so pushed almost an entire 40 stages. I believe we pushed 36 total, including the last one, so 37 stages, which is absolutely phenomenal. Wilder team caught right up with the Mauler team. Light Bear team still doing well. Graveborn team will actually do tomorrow, but they are quite a bit behind, so hopefully we can get some lucky summons with them. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So far, Light Bear team, even since the beginning, is still slightly ahead. They're only a couple stages ahead in front of both the Wilder and the Mauler team, but Graveborn, they are still in chapter 13. Hopefully I'll finish it out tomorrow, unlock the tower. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, what team's going to be doing the best, and who you'd like to see. And as always, thank you guys for watching.